Hello and welcome to this very special bonus episode of Sneak Attack. I'm Reed, your host and DM for this D&D session. So let's just get right to it. This is a special mailbag episode written by you guys, the fans. That means that we're kind of coming in with very little prep. It's going to be written and directed and driven purely by your guys' questions. Let's go around the table. We've got the same cast. We've got
Akio,
Brenna,
Sherwood,
and Greg.
So yeah, we super appreciate you writing in. This whole episode's been a long time coming, and been one I've been looking forward to record for a while because it is the most direct involvement that we can get with you guys, and I really do enjoy that. So we had a lot of repeat questions, but by far, let's just start this thing off right. The most asked question we had was, if we had to create a new character or a different race, what kind of racing character would you be? And so this is for the 4 players, not myself. So, Greg, I'm going to start with you. I know it's going to be a dwarf fighter.
No, it's not.
No?
It's not. Yeah, close. Not really, though. Still a fighter, definitely.
Okay.
I got to stick to what I'm good at. I would probably be a human knight who thinks he's a paladin, but he doesn't have any godly powers. And he has this really big, bushy, curly mustache.
Okay, so it's still a fighter.
Yeah. But like a classic fighter, not like an eldritch knight, just like swords and spears.
Got
and
0 powers.
Yeah, armor, and but thinks like for sure that he's a paladin. Like he's like got powers from the god, is on a holy mission, only refers himself as like the paladin of something. But he's just a doofy knight with a mustache.
I love characters that are like have delusions of grandeur or stuff like that. Think they're way better than they actually are.
Think like Don Quixote, but like younger.
Yeah.
Yeah, and probably less senile.
I mean, I don't think you could be more senile than Don Quixote.
No.
Very cool. Brenna, what do you got?
speaking of delusions of grandeur, how about a barbarian halfling?
Ooh, I like that.
Nice.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I will stab your legs.
Yeah. You just go into a barbarian rage and just go after the kneecaps every time.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
I actually think halflings are really cool. They have really nice perks, and I like the name barbarian. I've never played a meaty character, so I think that could be interesting.
Isn't it funny how like we as players kind of gravitate to specific roles or something? Like,
Yeah.
I find that I really hate playing casters. I just don't like it. Mm-hmm. And so I usually, like in the game that Graic DMs, I played a rogue and a paladin. I don't know. I couldn't ever get into the casting type, and those are some of my favorite characters. Mm-hmm. Also, yeah, for those of you who didn't know, Graic DMs the game. He's really good at it too.
Shucks.
Yeah, because his ego needs a boost.
That's right. Because I live with you. Oh, wait, no, that sounded really mean.
Yeah, that sounded overly mean.
Now everybody knows the reason I treat you the way I do. This is my daily life.
I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry too.
Okay.
We're all sorry.
Akio, if you were to play a different race and class, what would you play?
Definitely an orc or a half orc. Just because they're such a hated race. I really like the idea of playing someone who's incredibly hated in most places he goes.
Sliding right into that role again, aren't you?
What's going to cause the most chaos or just general
I think I'll
ruckus?
be an orc.
Yeah, I think I'll be the race that everyone hates.
But I'd play a more physical character too, so maybe like a barb or a rogue.
Okay. I think an orc bard would be great.
Ooh.
Yes. Yes.
Specifically one that sings.
Yes.
Interesting.
I like the idea of using drums that are also like weapons.
Oh, yeah, like a war drum or something.
Yeah.
I was thinking bongos.
Definitely the war bongos.
The war bongos.
My instrument choices are out there.
the war bongos.
Everybody hates me. Bongo time.
It's like the Batman song from the Lego Movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what his music sounds like. All right, Sherwood.
I would pick a gnome
Yep.
cleric.
Oh, okay. Why a cleric over a paladin? Just because I have more healing powers?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
More
don't
magics?
like to ever die,
Yeah.
and I like to
is
heal
that
myself.
is that why people are healers?
Yes, obviously.
The group is
I want the
secondary.
control. I want the control.
This makes a lot of sense.
Right, here's something very funny. The four of us, and this kind of segues into another question, but I'll get to that in just a little bit. The four of us, myself, Greg, Sherwood, and Akio. Brenna's new to this whole D&D group with this podcast, but the four of us have played D&D before. Actually, Sherwood and all three of you guys, your first ever experience playing D&D was with my first game ever DMing.
Yes.
And Sherwood in that game played a gnome artificer.
Yep.
This is back in 4th edition when there was a bunch of wacky classes.
Chris Sidehug.
Yeah, Chris Sidehug. The gnome artificer. And it was the same exact scenario. It was just a gnome who liked healing and healing mostly himself.
Yep.
And so it's pretty good. I'm glad there's consistency. If you had to play something besides a gnome, I know you love gnomes. But
I would not play. Just would not play this game.
so another question I got a lot of was like how we know each other outside of playing D&D, and just kind of like how we all met each other. I'm going to let you guys kind of take this one because
Danny should start. Mike, Akio should start.
Should I?
You've known Reed the longest. I feel like I think it all pinwheels around Reed.
Okay, it kind of does.
High school,
Yeah,
Dan.
Definitely. We're taking it back to high school.
Let's go there.
So I know Reed from high school. We went to high school together. And started playing D&D, was that 2 years ago?
I think it was like 3 years ago.
3
yeah.
years ago. Wow.
Yeah. We're all 10 years removed from high school. I mean, some of us more, some of us less, but right around the 9, 10, 11 year mark removed from high school. And we actually met Sherwood. We all went to the same high school.
We did.
Myself, Akio, and Sherwood. I didn't really become friends with Sherwood until much later. We hardly even like talked in high school, I don't think.
No.
And then
We weren't ready for that relationship.
No, it wasn't.
We weren't mature enough for it, Reed.
Yeah, because we're super mature right now.
We're super mature.
But actually, yeah, Sherwood and I became good friends playing that first D&D session that we talked about just a little bit ago. So yeah, that's kind of how all that started. And then Greg was introduced to Sherwood and Akio through that game.
Mm-hmm. But I knew you beforehand.
Correct.
We had met, and I'd actually I wanted to make a tabletop game.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
This is kind of was the impetus for like the whole playing D&D, or at least me being a part of it. I was like, okay, I got this idea. All right, you got a gridded board, and you have these different characters that people play that can do different things.
Yeah,
it's like this one's an archer, and this one's a fighter, and this one's a mage. And he goes, that kind of sounds, because 4th edition was out right then.
Yeah, that was
which was very tactile.
Yep.
And so he's like, that you're kind of describing D&D, and I was like, no, I'm not. That's a Satan worshiper game,
right?
that we were told like we would be, possessed by the devil if we opened a book.
That's true.
So he's like, no, that's what it is. I was like, but at that point, I was already sold because I was like, well, I love my idea. So if someone else, if someone else,
super original idea,
but if someone else has made it already and it's better than anything I could have ever made, then heck yeah, sign me up.
Yeah. So,
but does D&D have dice? Because my game has very specific
and in my
dice.
game, you roll the dice against each other to see who wins, like in Risk, but more complicated.
Oh my gosh, you actually said that. Yeah,
I did.
you actually
I'm
said.
not joking. I was describing it, and you're smiling this whole time, going like, that's D&D.
Yeah,
and
it's
I
straight
said,
up D&D.
but does it have this?
Yeah.
I still have like charts in the notebook.
Oh, really? Greg he's slowly transforming into Gary Gygax. He's got the beard for it right now, and the facial features.
I need to stop the stomach growth.
Yeah, I mean that's I mean, well, not gonna lie, that's the biggest representation of the Gygax. But
my Gygax gut.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so glad we named it. Guess it's a part of the
name
family now.
How you doing down there, Gygax? I could use some more soda. Okay, here it comes.
And then
how you feel, buddy?
He is rubbing his belly right now. So
anyway,
yeah.
you met my wife through me.
Through Greg, yep, obviously.
Brenna.
Yep. And
she wasn't interested in D&D.
Nope.
No.
Until she started hearing us play it at our house.
Well, can I tell my story?
Yeah.
Or are you going to do it?
No, you do it. You do it.
Okay. Thank you, Reed, for your permission.
I'm still the DM, guys. I
know.
still have final say.
Yeah, thank you.
Roll for it.
So I dated a guy in high school who played D&D, and obviously that didn't work out. So I was a little jaded toward it and thought it was weird. So when Gray told me that he was going to play D&D with guys, I told him he wasn't allowed to talk about it to me.
Which is really hard because I'm a mega nerd, and all I want to do.
All you do is talk about D&D.
Yeah.
So I'm really glad that you got me hooked on it because I don't think our marriage would work out very well otherwise.
Wow.
We'd have nothing to talk about.
It's on that thin of a thread, guys.
No, it's just that's all you talked about, and it's still all you talk about. So I think I don't know what we would talk about if we didn't share D&D together.
Probably like stupid feelings and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the words.
Take me to Brannis, quick.
Anyway, so I stayed up late one day after work watching the guys play in our kitchen and thought it was kind of funny. And so you convinced me to play, and Reed DM'd a group with me and my sister and her husband and Josh, and
Which was a blast.
it was a
Yeah.
blast. Because Reed creates really great worlds.
Oh, man.
This is like my favorite thing to do. I wish like I didn't have to come up with stuff to do week to week. I could just come up with cool worlds, and then someone else could do all the work. It's funny, Josh, because should we just call each other by our real names?
That's what I would
It does.
probably
It's feeling
gravitate
less.
to.
It's feeling less and
Let's
less
go around the table
awkward.
again.
Let's try it again.
You know, it's feeling less organic to call you all by your
Yeah.
by your character names right now.
Yeah, because I'm not talking like Gray.
Yeah, I think no. That's honestly that is part of it.
Sorry,
and I'm
guys.
not dressed like a Keo.
He doesn't have the robe on like he usually does.
And the fake. No, you're a human. I was gonna say the fake ears, but
No, he still wears the fake ears.
right.
Fake human ears.
Canonically, it doesn't make any sense. No, yeah, they're just human ears on top of your
yes,
other human
yes.
ears.
Human ears on
Keo has really big ears, guys.
Oh, the fan art's been wrong this whole time.
Yeah, Josh, you were saying that you were explaining this idea to me, and I'm loving these segues. This is actually working out very well because the question, and this one actually has a specific submitter. This one came to us on Twitter by @cubing4x4life. He was wondering what kind of jobs we had in real life, and we specifically were talking about your fake game idea.
Yeah.
because we were at a video shoot.
That's right. 'Cause we were both videographers.
Yeah. I'll kind of start. I am not a professional videographer. I work in IT, so my nerddom just transcends from dice and numbers into a different type of nerdiness, computers and numbers. And so that is what I do for a living. I work in IT for a sports company, and very cool. I love what I do very, very much. But Josh,
Yes, I started interning at a church doing video, and apprenticed under a guy who knew what he was doing. That wasn't part of the church, but I just kind of got the ropes from him, and then I ended up just kept teaching myself, kept learning. And eventually, I carved a job for myself at the church, and I've been working there for like 5 years now. I'm a pastor.
Yeah, buddy.
Surprisingly, I don't know if anybody would have guessed that.
yeah,
from,
the D&D pastor.
yeah.
Gather round, children.
Let me tell you a story.
You're specifically pastor of media.
Yes.
And before that transition, you were their full-time videographer, full-time video director.
Yes, all I did was make videos.
Yeah.
Don't make videos much anymore, but I direct a lot of other people making stuff, which
Yeah.
is also fun.
And I myself ran my own videography company for a while, unsuccessfully, didn't do very well. But so I have background in that as well. So that's why Josh and I were kind of on this shoot together when we were having this conversation.
Yeah, we like collaborating.
Yeah. Mike, who plays Sherwood, if you haven't guessed yet,
Hello.
what do you do, Mike?
I am a full-time designer.
Shocking.
So, yeah.
Fashion?
Yeah, fashion designer.
Fashion, interior, mechanical designer, robot designer, just designer. No, I do like branding, marketing for an in-house company, and that's where the logo came from.
Yeah, Mike has done any official stuff you've seen on Twitter has come from Mike.
It's legit.
Yeah, seriously, like we are so stupid blessed to have the capable and like talented people we have on this team because, like I said, Josh does video, Mike does design. Danny, who this isn't his full-time job, but is super good with social and social media, also a designer, does some other branding stuff, like super talented with that. And Kelsey is a great storyteller and an overall great writer and communicator. So like stupid blessed to have the people we have on the show because
Yeah.
we all complement each other really, really well. So yeah, any of the stuff, any of the art you've ever seen on our Twitter account has come from Mike. So super grateful for that. Kelsey, what do you do?
I am a high school English teacher and the assistant speech and debate coach at said high school. And as of yesterday, I am going back to be a high school counselor maybe someday.
Grad school? What?
Yeah, so there goes my life. But it's exciting. So I like to help people, which is funny because Brenna kind of does too, but she's just a lot meaner than I am.
And she's flipping good at like what she does.
Seriously.
She's like one of the best teachers I've ever heard of. And yeah, she's my wife.
I've
history.
ever heard of.
In all
She's the
time.
best teacher I've ever heard of.
You know
'cause I
those
hear of
movies?
so
Those
many
movies where
teachers.
the
Where
lady
they have
goes
the
into
teacher
school
peoples?
and the teacher does this big.
She's like Michelle Pfeiffer from
Dangerous
Minds.
Yeah.
Or
You know
Hillary
Robin
Swank
Williams.
from Freedom Riders, who I actually met the real Freedom Rider teacher.
Oh, I thought you were going to say I actually met the real Hillary Swank.
No, she's my hero. She was an incredible teacher. I got to hug her. She's awesome.
That is awesome.
That's pretty cool. So, Danny, what do you do?
I'm currently unemployed.
Damn.
Cool. Next
fixed-
question.
He fixed our toilet.
Perfect.
Oh, jeez.
So I do design stuff on the side, but my full-time gig is managing real estate.
Yeah. See, he's just playing. He's playing the smart game. We're all pursuing like stupid art stuff, and he's just like, "No, I'm making the real money in real estate. Y'all chumps can see you later."
And he would say it just like that.
I know he would. Yeah, Danny also does a lot of design stuff, a lot of social experience as well, like social media stuff like that. And
He's probably the only one out of the group that likes Snapchat.
that's true.
Oh, I love Snapchat.
And I swear, every week on your Twitter feed, there's some new app that you're trying, like Peach or the List app. I'm just
Anything.
like, well, how do you
I'm
find
all
these
about
things?
that. Wave.
I think
What is
you're-
Wave? I've never even heard of Wave.
I think you're more hip than my students are.
Wave is like a it's audio where you do like a 20-second audio clip and people can reply to you.
What?
So like you can ask a question and then people can
It's like
just
a walkie-talkie on the internet.
Basically, you just like can start
Why?
random conversations with people.
It's so weird.
Why?
I just
Super
I've
fun.
I have no idea.
I need
It's
a
like the
rationale.
Snapchat of voices.
If I had like a phone battery that could last all day long and I could Periscope my entire day, I would do
What's
that.
Periscope?
You don't know
video.
what
It's
Periscope
live
is?
stream.
I actually know what
Okay, thank
Periscope is.
God.
I actually know what Periscope is.
Scared me.
Wear a GoPro helmet cam, Periscope my whole day.
Please.
So, getting kind of into the meat of our podcast, Sneak Attack, everything that we do here on the show. Another very popular question we got first came in from on Twitter at R7Erickson. That's Rob Erickson. Super cool dude. He asked, "What's your edit process like, and how edited are the actual sessions?" And I'll throw that one over to Josh because he is our primary editor. He's done like 95% of everything you guys have ever heard.
Yeah, I love editing. Like that's one of my favorite things. And since I don't do it so much for my job anymore, I'm pretty happy to do it for the podcast. Keeps me sharp. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I would say our podcasts usually round up somewhere around an hour and 5 minutes to an hour and 15. And so I usually edit them down without editing a whole lot of content. I'm usually editing like breaths or maybe the word like that one.
Yeah.
I'll edit that out.
I think the biggest thing is that you edit out is like me having to look up or come up with something.
Yeah, the whole all I really do when it comes to the initial edit, I do 2 passes of our podcast. I'll try to be as quick with this as possible. I know it's not interesting to a lot of people, but like
A lot of people asked.
yeah, I do 2 passes on this. I first do just like a straight pass where I just cut out airtime, I cut out dead space, anything that just doesn't. It's not part of the story. It's not funny. Doesn't progress anything. I just
Mouth
get
stuff.
What's that?
Mouth stuff.
Mouth stuff. Mouth noises. Anybody makes if someone's chewing on something or they're swishing their spit around in their mouth. I edit that out. But I take care of all that stuff, and I as I go through, I mark where I want different sound effects in that first edit. So I'll go, okay, throw the hammer there, someone do that. There's like magic missile, do that there. Or we went to another room, so the background audio needs to change. So I make all those marks. Then my second pass is where I put in all the little where I do some audio effects to the voices to make them sound a little sharper, a little bolder. And then I put background sound effects and sound effects for attacks and stuff. Mm-hmm. It's pretty basic, and I can usually get it done anywhere between like 3 to 5 hours for like a basic episode. But
Yeah, but I think the most important thing, I think one thing that also separates us from some other like actual play podcasts is, or even not actual play, just like regular podcasts, is that our episodes are very, very unaltered when it comes from the actual content or in terms of like how the conversation is flowing. We don't typically, I can only think of a few times where we've actually had to cut out significant sections of what I was explaining or what I was talking about. Just we really, our biggest goal with editing this show is really keeping the table feel intact and just actually feeling like you guys are just sitting here experiencing like 5 people playing D&D.
Yep.
Because I know that's where a lot of the appeal of the show comes from, and it's something we really strive to we're really aware of it at all times, of making sure that that stays as close to intact as possible. So yeah, like Josh said, really we don't cut out much in terms of just like me checking a book for a specific stat, or if I had to adjust a microphone or something like that, that all gets cut because it doesn't actually progress the story. But if it's even about the game or mildly related to the game, it's making the cut.
Oh yeah.
So another question we got kind of related to the podcast in terms of the story was on Twitter at Omis_18. Omis_18. I'm not really sure. This one's kind of just for me, so you guys can kick back a little bit.
I'm gonna go get my slippers from across the room.
This one was how long had I worked on the world of Brannis prior to the start of the game, and is it a world I've used before? Well, Almost 18, excellent question. Brannis was created specifically for this podcast. I have not ever used it in any other game I've DM'd or been a part of or anything like that. And I probably worked on it for 3 months. I think around 3 months before we ever hit record on our very first session. A lot of that, and a lot of people also ask me, this was a lot of other questions as well. And I get these emails a lot from people who are starting up a game of their own, but just how do you, like, what's the process in world building? How do you come up with all this stuff? Or how do you plan on, or how do you prepare for your players throwing wrenches into the mix and stuff like that? And the short answer is you just can't. You can't prepare for everything. But in my experience, the best thing you can do if you're starting a new game is write the history of the world. Because if you know the history of the world and of what's happened, it's so much easier to know how people will respond to situations you couldn't have planned on. So, for example, say that some big diplomatic event happened and your character or the players were directly involved. Obviously, you have no idea what the players are going to say. You have no idea what the actual outcome of this situation is. But based on this history that you've come up with for different races or different areas or regions or stuff like that, you can kind of have an idea of how specific people or specific groups of people would respond to whatever your players say. I think that's been the biggest thing that's helped me. And so that was like the 3 months I spent making Brannis and making this world before we ever actually started.
And I feel like what you did was, rather than like just in detail completely laying out like all of the events of the world, you wrote it more from the standpoint of like a history book. Like if someone was grabbing a piece of parchment that laid out the history of Brannis, when you go back to the first age, there's not a whole lot of detail there. You know what I mean? It's pretty vague, and just like, this thing happened with these people for this time, and then it changed. And then as you got closer to the fifth age, which is where our story started, you started to flesh out a lot more detail, because that was getting more like, because it was closer to our actual time period. So for me, it felt like when because you sent us out the whole history that you wrote, it felt like we got like a good like this is how us as characters would understand the history of the world.
Yeah, definitely tried to. I tried to create just a baseline knowledge of what random people who are not super interested in history would know about the world. And that's kind of what I sent you guys, and then let you populate that. So excellent question at Omis_18. A couple people wrote in, Rob Erickson, but also at Matthew_Wrights on Twitter. What games do we play outside of D&D? What are some things we like that aren't D&D?
Catan.
Lots of Settlers of Catan.
Yeah, I think...
Catan.
I say Catan.
I say Catan as well.
It's Catan. I've been corrected multiple times.
By whom?
People who play more Catan than you.
They're the authority, I guess.
Also, people who would beat you. So,
like physically?
No.
It's sure.
Mike
would.
is nodding his head.
If
Yes.
No, I think Catan, I don't know, is like that's a go-to for Josh Kelsey, myself, and my wife.
Good tabletop games with like part strategy, part luck. Like
Yeah.
Catan's the,
Manipulation.
but Catan's the perfect example. You got like Pandemic by Matt Leacock. You got like Ticket to Ride. Like lots of those kind of games are really, really fun.
Yeah, I think we tend to gravitate to the low entry types of games, like not the super like hour and a half long setup.
Not like Zombicide, like where you got like all these little miniatures and everything has like a health point average.
The simpler the better for board games when it comes to us. I play a lot of Civilization 5.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Me and Danny play a lot of Civ 5.
Don't shake your head. You've never
How
played
many
it before.
hours do we have in there?
I
Over
have
200.
I have over 370 hours in Civilization 5.
How did I not know you guys played Civ 5?
You play Civ 5?
Yes. And Josh won't play it with me.
No, I won't. I just won't.
So I play that a lot. I also not so much anymore, but I play a lot of Blizzard games.
Heroes of the Storm.
Yeah, huge Heroes of the Storm fan, although I
See,
haven't played in a
Mike.
long time.
You're a dirty casual.
I know. I'm a filthy casual. I've played a lot of Diablo 3 in my time as well. That one Mike actually got me back into, because I played Diablo when it first came out. It was terrible, and I stopped playing. And then Mike's like, "No, it's good again." So what do you play, Mike?
Well, since I have a Mac, I play mostly Blizzard games.
Except Overwatch. So sad.
I know, but super busy, so anything that I can pick up and then drop back down like 20 minutes later is good. So
Yeah.
Heroes of the Storm, Hearthstone, Diablo, not World of Warcraft.
Yeah, unfortunately, WoW is not a 20-minute game.
Used to be, but not anymore.
Ikeo, you play any, or Danny, you play anything besides Civ 5?
I really like console gaming right now, so I've been playing The Division pretty religiously.
Yeah.
Dude,
On PS4. Great game.
it is a good game. I've been playing Destiny. I'm a sellout, man. I'm playing the stupid Destiny game.
Which is so funny because a month and a half ago you said, I don't get the appeal of Destiny. I would only play it because
Now
other
you
people
like
wanted to
it.
play it. And now anytime I
played
come
it?
home, anytime
Yeah,
I
I
come home, he's
have it.
playing it.
Anytime you come
should
home,
play
Yeah,
together
anytime.
sometime.
keep playing it.
I'm not
What?
joking. That's not an
Anytime.
exaggeration.
have a
Anytime
PS4?
she come home,
Yeah.
he
When did you get one?
Kels got me one for my birthday.
What?
Yeah. She'd been saving up. I thought I was saving up, but she beat me to it 'cause she's a cool wife.
Thanks.
Yeah.
That's making up for the total slam he had on her earlier.
Oh, he's got a couple more steps.
We all played Minecraft for a little while together, didn't we?
Yeah, I just shut down my Minecraft server.
It was just me, Josh, and Danny. Mike and Kelsey are never a part
No.
of that.
Mike
Boo.
came on once and was angry about it.
No, I didn't understand it.
You didn't understand Minecraft?
No,
It's
dumb.
blocks.
It was dumb.
Man, I
It's
understand
digital
Minecraft.
Legos. That's how I explain it to people.
I don't like
Yes,
doing
that's
things
the
I can do
best
in
way.
real life. I can play Legos.
I could build a house in real life. I don't need
Yeah.
to do it in a game.
Yeah, that's boring.
But Skyrim is my opener to video games. That was the
That was her
video
first
game.
video game that she'd
That's
ever
a great
played.
start.
Yep.
Anything
And
by
nothing's,
Bethesda.
nothing's good anymore.
Yeah, anything by Bethesda, I'm on board with. Even though I didn't think Fallout 4 was super great, but I'm on board anything from Bethesda as well, or Nintendo. I'm a super
Yes.
Nintendo nerd. I unabashedly own a Wii U just for Nintendo games, and I've been playing Nintendo games since before I was 2 years old. Here's what's really funny is a couple of years ago I was watching, or I saw home video footage of my second Christmas. So I was almost 2 years old at the time. My family got a Nintendo Entertainment System. It was I got to open it, but it was really for the family. But again, it was really just for me because I was the youngest of the only boy. I had two older sisters, way older than me. They weren't interested in it.
You got a Nintendo before you were 2?
No, I know. It was my dad's way of being like, this is a family present, but because I think he wanted to play it too. But it just ended up like me just dominating and all the time on it. But in this home video, it's really, really awesome. It's we had just gotten it all hooked up, and so my mom was recording with a video camera, and it was me sitting in my dad's lap as a tiny little 2-year-old with the Duck Hunt gun because she got the bundle that came with Duck Hunt, Super
Yes.
Mario Brothers, and the game system. So it's me with the Duck Hunt gun sitting in my dad's lap on the floor shooting the ducks on the TV. and you can see my face light up, and it's like that's the moment like my path was decided. I just know it, like it's so
All roads led to here.
it's so obvious. Yeah, like everything goes back to that point. Like I'm a nerd and I like all these like really nerdy video game and like I like all those things because of that singular moment. It's December 25th, 1989. And like that was it. And it like it's super like that's got to be like my favorite like memory experience growing up because it's like my dad and I together and I'm like just discovering this new part of my life that will go on to shape a huge portion of my life as I get older. And it's like, it's really cool. I don't know. So I've been playing video games forever and specifically Nintendo games. So they hold a very special place in my life. We're going to move on a little bit. One of my favorite questions that came in, this is from Chris Manning. He wrote us an email saying, describe why you like D&D in 5 words or less. 5 words or less.
Oh, I got it. No, I don't. Never mind. Hold on. I was going to go strength, wisdom.
Oh, gosh. They're 6, though.
Yeah, I know.
Which one do you not like?
Intelligence.
Yeah. Got him.
Oh, role play, adventure, shared experience.
Okay. That's a good one.
Is teamwork one word?
It's 1 word.
She's like, dang it.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Oh man.
It's 5 words. Shut up, Danny.
I'll be cutting a lot of this dead space out.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, I got mine. I think mine would be shared experiences, similar to Josh. Shared experiences create lasting memories.
Nice.
That's why I play is for the like
Nope,
the
more than 5
interaction.
words.
I'm explaining my 5 words.
He can explain them.
I'm the DM. Shut up. I get 10 words.
I get all of them.
I don't think that's what
I got
the
all the
question
words.
asked.
I got all the best words.
This feels like a dictatorship.
Mine are 3 words: adventure, imagination, and friends.
I felt like a TED Talk.
Yeah. Like a really poorly written child's book.
There's a PowerPoint going on behind him.
The name of the book are the only 3 words in the entire book.
All right, Mike, what do you got?
I don't know. I would say something I don't do normally.
That's 5
That's
words.
5. All right.
Wow, yeah.
I was expecting like pizza.
Oh, yeah.
Mountain
Pizza
Dew.
parties all
The time. A follow-up from Chris Manning in the same email. He says, if any of you are DMing, is there something that you would do differently? And just know, none of your positions are permanent. If you say something I don't like, you out the show.
Oh, yeah. Not be Reed.
Yes. Just get him out of there.
Like DMing this game specifically?
Yeah,
or-
just like if our roles were reversed, I was a Keo and you were the DM, what would you do differently? How would you run the game differently than I do?
more loot.
More loot?
Yes.
I give you guys
Tons of stuff.
Yes, but he lives
You're
for
wearing
loot.
like 50% of our loot.
I want
Your
more,
character-
Josh. Thank you.
All dwarves.
Oh, gosh.
it's an all-dwarf adventure.
They're the best.
Welcome to today's all-dwarf adventure.
Is that racist?
I think it's a little xenophobic at least.
Yeah. like
so-
saying
something.
dwarves are the best.
They are
Because it's
the
a
Master
race.
race?
They are
Master
the-
race?
They are the best.
They're
I
the
think it's a
purists.
little bit racist.
Is it?
No,
I don't
it's
think
not.
so.
I am
You could
feeling
call it
so much
nationalist,
hate.
like, oh, I'm just so proud to be a dwarf.
No, I like
But-
them as characters. I enjoy the most in like fantasy stuff. In R.A. Salvatore's books, like the characters there, and even in any like D&D fantasy book I've ever read, and I've read like dozens. The dwarves are always my favorite characters.
So, Danny, can I say that I like Asians? They're the best fantasy characters, and that's not racist.
That's different.
I'm okay with that.
yeah,
so
Danny said
different.
it's fine.
Also, Asians aren't like an inherently fantasy thing. I will stick up for Josh in that regard.
Thank
like,
you.
There's dwarfism.
Danny begs to differ.
like because here's the deal. In the way that they're like even in Tolkien's books, the races have a character to themselves.
yeah.
Where they're not, it's not like an actual like people group that can have all different kinds of things. Like elves are pretty much
Josh,
always going to kind of be this
Josh,
way.
I'm yanking your chain.
Well, I'm defending my chain.
He'll defend it. Don't yank his
Brenna,
Defend the chain.
Kelsey, what would you do differently if you were DMing?
I'm not telling you.
No, tell me.
No.
You have to tell me.
No, you're the male version
Say
of
it,
me, and I know
Kelsey.
how I would
You're
react
out
in
of
the
the group.
situation. So
Kelsey,
that's
say
fine.
it.
That's
Say
why I'm
it.
not
If
saying
you don't
anything.
say it, no one will.
You already said it.
She would be. She'd probably be less logic driven. You're. Can I say that? Let me word it in a nice way. Can I do that?
I'd be more unstable.
No, like Reed founds everything in logic. It has to make sense for it to be something we can do. And whereas, like, I think there are some points where, like, we would have just been like, we'll just let him have it because that feels good. You know what I mean? And so, does that make sense?
So you'd say I would be a weaker DM.
No, maybe.
That's
Yes.
what.
Like,
Yep.
that
Yep.
was good.
Nope,
Maybe.
Yep, back down to where you were before.
back
You're
down,
done.
dwarf.
Take the shovel
There
away,
was.
Reed. Take it away
Reed,
from me.
I
There
won't
was.
change anything. You're the best DM in the world.
I think Reed's the best DM. I
I don't
focus.
not think he's the best DM in the world. Don't discount me like
He's
that.
the best DM I've ever played with.
Agreed.
That's true.
So I don't know any better.
I can't say that because my husband's the only other DM I've played.
You know what though? I feel like Reed's better at crafting a world. I focus more on characters than on worlds.
That's
Yeah.
true. I feel like Josh's characters are better than mine.
I personally wish that you guys could co-DM. I've told you guys that before.
Mm-hmm.
I think that you guys, what each of you is strongest in, the other person feels weaker in, and so I think that you guys would complement each other nicely.
That's fair.
Let's get rid of Josh. We'll bring in someone. Listeners,
We're taking
we're
applications.
taking applications. There's no travel stipend on the table.
And
Yeah, sorry.
can't be rapey or racist.
Okay.
Okay, you went there.
So pretty much any of you would fit the bill.
Yeah.
We'll literally take anyone.
Other than
First email.
Josh.
First email.
Yeah, and in our original game, I have to fess up. The first game we ever played, we all played very similar characters to who we are now. I literally played Greg Stronghammer
It's true.
in our first game.
There's no like connection though. Like
They're not
just
the same
name.
character
exactly.
exactly. Yeah, no.
Just the name. Like they don't have the same origin story or.
No,
anything
that
like
character
that.
really loved jelly beans, and
Oh yeah.
I
So
remember
that one
that.
was
You
more like
literally
you.
brought a bag of jelly beans.
yeah,
to
I was
every
like
session.
half actually.
Yep.
You.
Yeah,
Half Greg, half Josh.
yeah.
That
Now
was
he's
a
just
little
gone
weird.
full Greg.
It's really weird.
It was
Yeah.
weird, but
So I got another question. Speaking of loot, Mike, asking how I handle it, and I think he meant
it on the
guitar, but he just spelled it wrong.
nope.
Oh, okay.
That's a deep cut.
Wow.
That's a real deep
Laugh,
cut.
guys. That was good.
Got him.
I'll get a laugh track.
No,
for the
don't do
times
that.
we need it.
Got it.
I handle my loot this in distribution at least, just through the Dungeon Master's Guide. It has a really awesome table in there that I roll based on the challenge rating of the encounter they just had, and it is entirely randomized. Very, very rarely do I craft something specific for a character to find. The exception being Andrea Bocelli.
Yep.
That was an item I created specifically for Brenna to buy at that shop, and but other than that, like in terms of how I sell it too, because part of the question was how do you value loot and items and stuff like that. I typically adhere to either the player's handbook if it's for like a simple weapon, or the Dungeon Master's Guide if it's for a more wondrous weapon. And my rule of thumb is the sell price is half of what you paid for it. That's pretty much it. You can try and haggle your way up or down, depending on if you're buying or selling. But I don't ever get too into it. My economy knowledge and financial knowledge is not very good.
Play that pretty loose and fast.
Yeah, I don't ever like to get like really bogged down by the numbers or like the minutia of the game. If we're not like actively investigating a quest line or something like that, then I tend to lose interest pretty quick. So I always try and keep those types of interactions just pretty straight and to the point.
I always feel like a good DM like creates a game for the players, and none of us are interested in the economy of Brannis. Like we're not interested in like stocks
if I
and
could
bonds.
invest in the
Bright
economy
Cove.
of
So, like,
Brandis.
I have told you though, Danny. Like if you want to like legitimately figure out a way to make money in this game, I will work on that with you. But
I'm working on my noodle shop.
that's not. If you don't go to a bank and say I want to make noodles and they give you a loan, like
That's not how it works.
no, unfortunately not. That's how the housing market collapsed in 2008.
You're in real estate, man. Come on.
Yeah, what the hell? No.
I was gonna say.
You're supposed to charge people rent?
I was gonna say. No wonder you said you're unemployed.
Gosh.
I've got so many IOUs.
So Another email question we got was from Michael Aaron, and this was, who do you think will die first? And we can all say it at the same time if you want.
1, 2, 3.
I mean, it would take an act of God or some like boulder falling from the sky, except not crashing in a mountain, but crushing Graic or something to cause someone else to die first.
No,
I just don't.
Lord
Go
of the
ahead.
Flies, right?
Go ahead and say your line that Akio says all the time.
Akio doesn't fear death.
I
longer.
I really can't envision a scenario where it's not Akio dying first. And at this point, we're 45 episodes in.
Yeah.
Yep.
At this point,
He's run his course.
I don't pull punches anymore. Yeah, like if someone's gonna die, they're gonna die. I know we're only level 5 or almost level 6 or whatever you guys are, but honestly, I don't modify rolls at all.
There were episodes early on where I was like, Akio should be dead. He really should be dead.
Yeah.
But,
Like when he
but
jumps
Reed's going
through
easy
a
on
portal.
me.
You've come closest to death more than anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were certainly
It's a turning
times.
point.
There were certainly times early on where, for the sake of the story, I may have fudged a roll or something to keep something from happening or to cause something to happen. But at this point, I'm set in the story, and you guys have crafted such a unique notch into what I have planned that I'm not gonna deviate from that. The rolls are the rolls, and what happens happens. So, but again, it has to be Akio. I mean, I can't think of any other answer to that. Another question from Michael Aaron, and quite possibly one of the greatest questions we received in this entire endeavor. What is each cast member's favorite Pokemon?
Charizard.
Charizard.
Yeah.
Probably Geodude. Here's the deal. I played Pokemon when it first came out. All I know are the first generation Pokemon.
Oh yeah, no. If you ask me anything beyond
So-
Red,
It has to be in the 150.
yeah,
Geodude was
don't
awesome.
even
He had
dare.
muscles. It was made of stone.
151.
Yeah, with me.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I had a reflective Geodude.
They're called holographic.
Yeah, that one of those. Yeah.
Jeez, casual.
Reflective? Come on.
Pikachu?
I hardly know that, and I know that.
All right,
Come
all
on.
right, all right.
Come on, Danny. What's your favorite Pokemon? If you say Pikachu, I will punch you.
I never got into Pokemon, so
You never
Just
even watched
pick
the
one.
show?
Just
never
pick
watched
one.
the show.
You're
I don't
Asian.
even,
What's
I don't
wrong
even
with
know.
you?
Okay, I don't even
It was your show.
His answer is
for you.
his answer is Jigglypuff.
Ooh.
Ditto.
Snorlax.
Ditto. It's all the Pokemon.
Yeah, since you don't have one, you have to pick Ditto.
Wait, Psyduck. He would like Psyduck.
Snorlax. Yeah. No. What do you got, Mike?
I don't know. They're all great in their own ways.
Yeah.
That's why that show is so great.
The show was great.
I don't know. Let's say Cubone.
Yeah.
Cubone.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Or Kitmon Fist or whatever, or Kitmon Chan.
No, you shut your mouth because mine is
Hitmonchan.
Hitmonlee.
Yeah.
Because he's modeled after Bruce Lee, and he's a boxer. I just think that's the coolest.
He's cool.
And he's fast. He's got good speed.
Magikarp.
Charizard's cool too, though.
Magikarp.
Kelsey.
Yes, Danny's favorite
Charizard.
Pokemon is
Yeah.
Magikarp.
Definitely.
You were literally the most worthless Pokemon in the game.
I choose you. It just flops on the ground.
Yeah,
All it does is splash.
it's not super effective.
It's a
terrible.
distraction, guys.
I know. That's why that's your favorite Pokemon.
Another question, not related to the show that I really enjoy. This one's from Eric Baker. Thanks, Eric Baker, for writing us this email. Favorite sci-fi or fantasy low budget or B movie? So
That's very.
the
Would
genre.
Firefly be a B movie?
It's not a movie.
No, yeah, it is.
Serenity.
Serenity. Yeah, would that
is.
be a B movie?
I wouldn't know. It got a major release.
Okay.
And so sci-fi or fantasy movie, but it has to be low budget. So favorite.
Sunshine?
What's low budget?
I mean, I think he probably meant like campy, like because he said B movie. I would say, I mean, Sunshine's great though. Not a lot of people have seen Sunshine. That's a great.
But wouldn't
movie.
you call it a B movie?
It has Chris Evans in it. It's hard to call that a B movie.
But before he was like a big deal.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was
You
in a
give
lot
it
of
to
B
him.
movies before he was a big deal.
that's true. I'll accept it. I mean, I don't care. You
I
can say
love
whatever you want.
Sunshine.
Sunshine is great.
Love Sunshine.
I think the correct.
Can I say a web series?
Oh my.
That's fine.
No.
I don't watch B movies. I'm part of the
You're the problem,
flock
Josh.
of sheep that
Yeah.
just watched what's
Wake
in
up.
theaters. Yeah.
Wake up.
I think the correct answer.
Wake
though,
up, sheeple.
The correct answer has got to be Starship Troopers.
Yes. I loved that movie.
Okay.
I loved Starship Troopers.
I mean, I think that like that just fits like every single category.
Okay, so this was made before I was born, so I don't know if it's low budget or if it was campy, but my favorite fantasy movie that I feel like is campy now because it's not 1985
Are you gonna
is
say Willow?
Lady Hawk.
Lady Hawk. I've never even heard of that movie.
What's the movie?
I haven't heard of it either.
No one?
Yeah.
No, it's not real.
Well, then I guess it's B-list.
Yeah,
guys
no,
ever-
that's certainly
Yeah,
a
Lady
B-movie.
Hawk.
Have you guys
Go
ever heard of
home
the
and watch
animated
it.
movie The Secret of Nim? Would that be?
Yes.
Yeah, everyone's heard of that.
Okay. That's
It's
a
on
great
Netflix,
movie,
or it
though.
was at
Yeah.
one point.
Dan?
Mike, you haven't said. He
What
said
was yours?
Sunshine.
Oh, Equilibrium?
Oh, that's a B movie.
Okay,
yeah.
Equilibrium.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I got you guys.
Tay Diggs.
Ooh, that's a great movie.
That's a poor Tay Diggs.
I was going to say Fifth Element, but that's not.
That's not a B movie.
Yeah.
No.
It's
Bruce
super
Willis
campy,
in
but
it.
it's not a B movie.
Yeah, Chris Rock.
Yeah.
Not Chris Rock. Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker. The other one.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart.
Did you see that video? That was so good. That woman mistakes Kevin Hart for Chris Rock.
He's like, yeah.
Did you come up with one, Josh?
I agreed with Starship Trooper. I
Oh,
love that
that's
movie.
fine. That's a great movie. I'll give you that. 'Cause
I love. How about this? I enjoyed all the Starship Trooper movies,
Oh,
and
you don't have to be that guy.
and they came out with an animated TV show.
They did.
That was CG. I actually really enjoyed that. It was called Roughnecks or something.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Took it too far.
This one.
Sorry, guys.
This one's just for Akio. This one's just for the old Danny. This one's for an email question from Lizzie. What do you like best about your character? And specifically, she references one of her favorite moments was the barbecue sauce, like Sleepy Time barbecue sauce. She thought that was great. So, what do you like most about Akio?
I love the sleepy potion. I'm so hesitant to use it because you've threatened to nerf it so many times,
And you just jumped 30 years in the future.
there's so
You don't know if it's even the same.
Maybe it's aged. Maybe it's gotten better. It's
More
stronger. So I'm super hesitant
What have I
to use
done?
it.
It's just water now.
Yeah. You can give
Only
that stuff to a
one
baby.
way to find out. After my character episode, though, I'm really excited to flesh out more of Akio's necromancy stuff.
Yeah.
In my previous D&D game, I played kind of an evil wizard that was evil from the get-go.
Mm-hmm.
And with Akio, there's definitely a darkness that he's fighting and struggling with within himself. But at the same time, there's a good side to him as well. So while he may want to get into trouble, there's this side of him that still wants to be like a good person. So
Yeah. I mean, at some point, those worlds are going to collide. And I think that's what that's what I'm looking forward to.
Like
the most.
you're Akio's like is he chaotic neutral?
I believe so.
But
Yeah.
like the neutral's like teetering on the evil edge.
Yes.
I mean, the only thing he's inherently done that's evil is when he killed that
Murdered those two guys.
that one guy.
Yes, the other guy was dead.
the other guy
when
was
I was
dead.
figuring
Yeah,
out
yeah.
my power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's like the most evil thing, and
Pretty dark.
And honestly, it's a good thing you guys jumped in the future when you did, because you had a bounty on your head after that.
Aw, yeah.
So, but the 30, like after 30 years, time's passed. Whatever, they've forgotten about it. The more pressing issues. This one,
So we missed the chance for a court case on sneak attack.
I know.
Oh, that would have been my favorite
Dun,
episode.
dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, this one's for Sherwood. So, Mike, why are you more comfortable around plants and animals than humans or humanoids?
That's a good question. I don't know. I guess that kind of fits with my character, but I find it more comfortable, I guess, like talking to them because it's more of a, I don't know, fun interaction instead of kind of predisposed.
Yeah, I
characters.
feel like kind of what Josh was saying about like everything I do being bound by logic or something like that. This gives you the opportunity to break that a little bit.
Sure.
I think that's like one of, at least why I feel like it's such a fun part of the show is because you literally never know what's going to happen when you talk to a plant or when you talk to an animal or like something like that. And it's just, it provides these really cool off the wall and out of the norm interactions that we just don't get when you talk to a person.
Yeah, and I think like I'm naturally more I don't know, comfortable in that situation instead of like having a one-on-one conversation with like a higher up person in the game. I'm just like
Yeah.
so
Okay, one question from our boy Chris Qualls on Twitter at Qualls92. He's been a fan of the show since the very
Yeah.
beginning.
We love Chris.
Seriously, Chris is our boy. He asked, explain the choice to make a one god world. And honestly, for me, that just came from wanting to make something slightly different. I didn't want, and I knew specifically that Kelsey, this would be her first or one of her first forays into D&D. And one of my biggest difficulties when I first started was balancing, wait, what are all these gods? Who's good? Who's bad? What are their allegiance? Like all this stuff. And that was just like more than I wanted to deal with. And so I had to make the decision very early on, like, do I want to integrate D&D gods into a homebrew world, or do I just want to forego all that? And I just chose to forego all of it because, one, for simplicity, and two, because I just wanted to be different. And I know, like, really, besides myself and Josh, you guys aren't like super into the D&D lore anyways. Like in terms of like the books or Faerun or Waterdeep or any of these, like you guys could really care less. So I knew I wouldn't be losing anything by taking some of that stuff away.
That's very much that audience. Is all that. I mean, when I DM'd my game, because I'm a super book nerd with the D&D stuff, so I went through the Pantheon and I created a history for the Pantheon and all that stuff. Which honestly, it kind of rolled out of control for me a little bit there, like trying to control all those different forces and how they work in the world, but like you don't notice them. It's a lot to try and process.
It's a lot to juggle. Yeah.
I have like so much respect for guys who do that for a living and do it super well.
Yeah.
But I thought it was a super smart move, and I loved it was unexpected too. Like I don't think any of us were expecting the monotheistic.
Yeah. It was just a cool thing. Like, and it was just something to kind of make my world my own. And I don't know. I don't know if it was the best decision, but I'm happy with it.
Do you see yourself as Sylvana?
No. No.
You look in the mirror, you're like, you're ready for today, Sylvana. You could do that.
Yeah.
I always did picture Sylvana as Reed.
She's got a beard.
A 6'6" bearded dude. Yeah.
With a really deep voice.
Do I have a deep voice?
No.
I didn't think so.
I was
But
just
she glows
going
so
with it.
bright that you can never see the beard.
No. Dude, if I was a god, I'd be Liam Neeson from Clash of the Titans.
Yes.
That dude
Yes.
just glowed, but he had a rockin' beard.
Yep.
Okay. He also goes on to say that he notices that I use a lot of art to progress the story, often in line with like traps. And what was my motivation for that? Honestly, that stems 100% out of real life. Because if you look at like medieval or Renaissance stuff, a lot of the art, it was a reflection of what was happening in the society at the time. And so a lot of the places they explore are either like relics or places that haven't been visited for a long time, specifically like the Chronicum and the Halloween episode is just kind of a one-off, and it fit. But it's purely just because I like the idea of art or of history being preserved through art. And because I mean, a lot of what all five of us do outside of D&D is make art, video, graphic design, writing, all this stuff. It's like we're all creators at heart. And so I like the idea of being able to relay a bit of that story through art and stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe it's maybe it might be a crutch. Maybe I need to mix it up, but I've always really enjoyed the idea and being able to tell stories within the world that way. And
We ain't complaining.
no, no one else is complaining. I don't think Qualls is complaining either. But I think it was just an honest question and a good observation. I mean,
Yeah.
I think when I read the question, I was like, oh, I don't even realize that I do it that much, but I honestly do. I don't know. Also, he asked, where do I get the idea for traps? Traps are the hardest thing in the world for me to make. I hate it. I love it when I actually land on it, but the actual creation process is a nightmare for me. For the Chronicum, I probably threw out 3 almost completed ideas that took minimum 5 hours. I just threw them out because I just realized they weren't good. They either didn't communicate what I needed them to communicate, or they weren't good representations of the podcast medium, meaning it required a lot of visual cues rather than auditory cues. And just I don't know. Sometimes I'll take traps, like I'll take variations of a trap that I've read online, or like a game I've played as a player before. I'll take some and modify it, or just take an idea of it and kind of reuse it to fit in my game. But they do not come easy for me.
You kind of do it with like one hand tied behind your back because it's just audio. Like DMing a regular game, you can rely on visuals or setting up something on the board to kind of show what it looks like, to do a lot of the storytelling. But when you're going just auditory explanation for like a complex trap, like that's rough.
That was quite possibly the biggest cause of stress for me with the clock room, the hourglass room in the Chronicum for you guys, was just like making sure that I was explaining well enough and giving you guys enough verbal information to have you complete the puzzle without my assistance.
Which the fact that we have listeners that were like, "It's a clock, guys! It's a clock! Figure it out." I think you did a good job.
Oh, well, thanks. And then he asks his final question, and we're gonna move on after this. But he asks, "How many seasons do you think?" And we don't really operate in seasons, so I just want to like eschew that notion. We're just gonna play. I know the idea of like having season 1 or season 2 might seem attractive from like a listener perspective of like, oh, I'm on episode 20 of season 2 or 15 of season 1. It's a nice little tracker, but it's just not. I don't really like want to break up the story that way. So I think if you're looking for like a good like seasonal arc or like a jump, obviously the 30-year jump is a nice little. That's a nice reflecting point. So you can say, "Oh, have you gotten to the jump forward yet? Oh, I'm past this." So I don't know. We don't really operate in seasons. We're just going to play until we don't want to play anymore.
Yeah,
I think that's really
until life gets in the way.
Yeah,
and I feel like you could probably contextualize our episodes if we wanted to like folder them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could probably folder them in like this certain like quest or issue we're dealing with over a period of like 5 to 10 episodes, like the you could do the Pineapple Gang arc and you could do the Chronicum arc, you know what I mean? Like there's kind of those things that kind of sign, now we're doing the demon thing, but like or whatever it is. But I feel like you could if you wanted to, but we're not going to do that. That's not our that's not our goal.
Yeah, that's not really how we want to break things down. Okay, so this question goes out to the four of you, and we'll go around the table. This is from JS Earls on Twitter.
Awesome.
One of our favorite listeners. He writes in all caps.
You have to yell the entirety of it.
I know. I love reading his tweets because it seems like he's yelling, but I think he's just talking.
Yeah.
So we'll start with you, Danny. But the question is, which one of your characters would honestly, he made a point to specify honestly, make the best U.S. president and why? Danny.
I'm going to say Kelsey because she's the most level-headed of the group.
Okay, Brenna for president. Brenna 2016.
Brenna 2016.
I want to go last.
Yeah, Josh?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like Greg would send the country to war.
Oh, so fast.
He'd
launch all the nukes right away.
Akio would start like a murder fest, and Sherwood would like not pay attention at all to anything that's going on. So I think Brenna would be the most logical, like actually like accomplish things and pay attention to what's happening in the global spectrum.
Akio would start that purge.
But it's good for everybody, guys.
The citizens have grown restless. Give them a sport.
I'd keep 5 people alive.
Mike?
Obviously me, because Brenna needs someone to run against. I'm not just going to pick Brenna. I would do a way better job because I tell the animals to murder everybody if they didn't vote for me. And I have healing powers. So
that you use on yourself.
Well, just saying, if you vote for me, might get some healing your way.
You're like those.
That's the pin.
You're like those horrible Twitter accounts that are like follow for follow.
Yeah, follow. Follow for follow.
Vote for
you
heel.
first. You have to follow first.
Vote for heel.
Gosh.
Vote for heel.
All right, Kelsey.
Well, first of all, I think
this is a speech.
No,
she's already being political
I'm calling
about it.
everybody out.
Comes.
First
Right
of
now,
all,
there's American music going
I
on
think
in
it's
the background.
so funny that you guys say that Brenna is level-headed because I get criticized by you guys for being unstable and emotional. Josh.
I don't do that.
That's why I didn't pick you.
I heard it.
Okay. Second of all, yeah, you're the one that calls me out the most, so I'm not surprised. that you
Natural
didn't pick me.
opposition.
But actually, I think when we're saying the best president, I'm thinking politician. And I think Akio is probably the most
Oh
political.
my goodness! You're
Because-
Handing it over to a murderer.
No, but nobody knows that he's a murderer.
Frank Underwood.
Yes, he's Frank Underwood.
Knows.
That's-
Nobody knows what's under there.
Yes. Except actually, I heard
so
you
well hidden.
that one time.
One
It's true.
time.
Barely.
You
But
let- you
I'm
let
just
it slip.
saying. I mean, I'm going to be the next person pushed in front of a train, probably. But
You might be. And I could bring you back.
Magic train.
How was the trade? Right.
One more question for the
Wait,
group.
Reed, who do you think? Who do you think would be the best president?
Me.
Oh.
Aw.
Oh.
I don't.
I didn't know Reed was a vote.
Boo this man.
Oh, so now that you know Reed's a vote, you're going to change your vote?
No.
Yeah,
Okay,
you are.
I know, I'm
yeah.
sticking with- I know,
look at,
no.
look at
No.
the tears rolling down
No,
his face.
the question was characters. I'm not a character.
You're a real character.
I
Definitely
see.
that one halfling
Yeah.
guard.
Gin rummy.
I say Grayek because he's the only one who didn't get voted for.
Oh,
Thank you, Reed.
I changed my votes.
exactly. I made a terrible mistake.
My vote goes for Sherwood. Sherwood 2016.
So 2v2.
Yeah. Tiffany?
She gets no vote. She's not here.
She doesn't, even though she's in the same proximity, she doesn't count as a voting
That's
citizen.
right. Show me your papers.
Let her vote if she votes for me.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah, you're Puerto Rico. You only get a vote when we say you can vote.
Oh, gosh.
All right. Last question for you guys, and we'll wrap this thing up. There has been possibilities of love interests, of significant others for your characters. Grayek, you at one point had Amelia, and Sherwood, you had Mathilda, and so on.
And there was the will they won't they
Did
with
Sherwood
Brenna
really
and
Acute-
Edwin.
And
Have her?
yeah.
No, there was never a will there.
The Brenna
no,
Edwin.
Never. Why are you making things
You
up?
kept hugging him, and you're always like, Edwin, you're here.
He's so mad. He's so mad.
Butt hurt.
I can never be that for you.
You love Edwin.
Good Lord, bud. I didn't know you're so testy.
No.
You love this fake person.
He reads books too, and I don't.
Edwin wouldn't do that.
Oh, God.
She said to me one time, why aren't you more like
I
Edwin?
never said that.
No, Josh and I were FaceTiming at the time. Yeah, I totally heard it.
Oh, my gosh. Can't deal with any of you.
So the question was specifically, who do you have a crush on? And that comes from Imperious Rex on Twitter. Thanks, Imperious Rex. So I mean, Greg, you're macking pretty hard.
He
on,
was crushing on Amelia.
Yeah.
And as Josh, like outside the character, like breaking the fourth wall a little bit. I was foreseeing story arcs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not anymore. Oh,
Hey, you don't know she's a dwarf too.
Mr. Chance. She's probably his slave now.
She did.
She old.
She
All
turned
right.
into a
Age
rock.
difference is a little bit of a problem.
Yeah.
Age
But
is
then
not
there's
just
Sherwood.
a number.
And what's her name?
Mathilda, although he gave up on that pretty quick.
Yeah, I don't care.
Ramsey? What about the new lady?
She's not that hot though.
You didn't ask.
No, she's not as attractive as
Oh.
Mathilda.
Yeah, I asked.
Oh.
I think I did.
You asked if it was Mathilda.
Oh yeah, then I wasn't about it.
What about you, Brenna?
I'm not
You
showing
macking
my
on
cards.
anybody?
Not showing my cards.
Oh, you are macking on somebody.
No, I just haven't decided yet, and I don't want to say something and then be held accountable to
We
it.
need to decide together.
No. You didn't ask me, so I'm not
Who
going to
are you
ask
giving
you.
the rose to?
Not Greg.
Obviously,
I just don't want
That's
her. I don't want to see her get
I'm gonna
hurt.
make the same mistake twice.
Liar. Hey, she's like a sister to me. So back off,
She's like a
man.
sister, but also my wife.
So back off, man.
It's my
This
seed.
is a real Alabama situation
Oh,
going on.
jeez.
Okay, a couple more questions.
Akio. No one for Akio.
No one loves Akio.
But does
alright.
he love someone?
Akio,
nope.
you love somebody?
Akio.
Money.
Akio, who do you love?
Money.
Oh, I do love money. No one.
Okay.
Not even Alfredo?
Oh,
That's a little weird.
Like love, though.
Alfredo
like,
might
We're talking about
be-
crushes.
Yeah,
Betty.
this specifically Crush.
Okay.
Crush Mackin.
Okay.
Okay, a couple quick one-off questions that were asked directly to me. The biggest wrench thrown into my DM plans. That was from K-Dog Legendary on Twitter. Thanks, K-Dog. Biggest wrench. I mean, I couldn't even begin to make a list of all the wrenches thrown into my plans. It's pretty much every episode. I think probably the most unexpected thing from my plans was how much the group wanted to learn about the Pineapple Gang. I can tell everybody with absolute certainty that there was never supposed to be that big of a emphasis on the Pineapple Gang in this show. It happened because I think it was Brenna asked like who their leader was. And at that point, I had to come up with on the spot who their leader was. That's why his name is generic, like James, and he had a ponytail. That's all you hear about James is his name and that he has a ponytail. And that suddenly became, oh, we got to find this guy. He's got
That was
answers.
our mission.
Yeah,
This guy's got a ponytail.
exactly. I had no idea that you guys were so loosely connected to this story that just any thread at all was just like, gotta follow it. So that was probably the biggest shock was how much they actually wanted to spend on that because from a planning perspective, the Pineapple Gang was always meant to be a total throwaway villain. That's why they were so bad early on, is because I wanted the group to learn how to fight humans before they fought hyenas, which they react, like animals and not very intelligently. So I wanted to give them a dumb human, like can actually respond to things type of enemy to fight. And it just ended up being a bigger thing. And they thought, well, there's a whole lot of stuff they thought, but so I think that'd probably be the biggest wrench. And then another question. This one came from @Babblemancer on Twitter. After Common, what is the most spoken language in all of Brannis? Just from a population perspective, it has to be Elven. There are more elves in Brannis than any other race, so that would be the answer. Just for no other. I mean, there's no. I wish there was a better answer, like celestial or
Something creative.
yeah, but it's honest.
Sign language.
Yeah. It's honestly just Elven because there are more elves than anyone else. But you haven't even gotten to Lorendale, which is where the elves hang out, and so maybe something to look forward to there. Another question we got on Twitter: what is the favorite part of my world and why? And this can be for everybody. I'm going to make this one for everybody. What is the favorite part of the world, and what is everyone's favorite NPC and why? Akio, Danny, let's start
Who
with
was
you.
that crazy guard that we met?
Gin Rummy.
Gin Rummy. Favorite NPC.
Favorite NPC?
Hands down. That guy was nuts. I want him as a business partner.
You turned him down.
You did specifically turn him down.
Well,
he got
I'm still mad
he
about
got
it.
offended.
35 years gives you a lot of time to think.
Josh,
I hate to be like copycat.
the Me Too guy, yeah.
Yeah, but Jin Romy is probably my absolute favorite character that we've met. I also really liked the Make It So lady.
Oh yeah,
She was great.
I don't even think she has a name. You guys never asked.
I don't think Akio cared.
Yeah. Yeah, she was a mix between Zsa Zsa Gabor from Green Acres and Edna Mode from The Incredibles.
Yeah, I could tell.
Yeah,
Nailed it.
She was a fun one for me.
it's hobo rag.
Is that what I called it?
Yeah, she was like, we can do something better than this hobo suit. I think she's something she says. Yeah.
Gosh, I'm awesome. I don't even realize it.
You didn't say that. She said that in the. You never said that.
Oh, in The Incredibles.
I'm quoting Edna Mode. I'm
Gotcha.
sorry.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I'm really good at this.
I'm incredible.
Just kidding.
Oh, sorry.
Kelsey, what do you got?
Everybody, Gin Rummy is my favorite funny NPC, but I love the Bright Spires and what you've done with them.
Oh.
I think they're super compelling characters.
Yeah, those two, like, I didn't even have planned that Tegan and Thalen were twins until you guys got to Sandhaven. That was kind of just created because I needed that connection on specifically like why that dude was there.
Right.
And it worked out really well. And Tegan is by far one of my favorite characters.
I just want to, maybe it's because they're half elves, but I want a spin-off show of the Bright Spires and everything that happened between them because there's so much drama.
Yeah, I'm huge fans of them.
Write the book.
I pick Saturn.
I love that dude too. Yeah.
Yes. Is it because he's a gnome, though?
Yes.
So maybe you're racist.
That's fine.
Yeah, for me, it's. I mean, I love all of my more recent NPCs. I feel like I've gotten better at giving them personalities as we've progressed through the game. Apologies to the Ignatas and the Bartlett brothers and all them from Antwood, our very first episode of not giving them compelling personalities. But
Oh man, but Furman.
Yeah, I was just about to say R.I.P. The main man.
Who's your favorite player, Reed?
favorite player,
Yeah.
Sure. Well, his name was Dustin.
Rest in peace. Rip.
He's no longer with us.
Wow.
That's an OG reference. Sorry.
Can we keep that in?
Yeah, I don't care.
Thank you.
I love Jin Rummy. I love Saturn. I think one of my favorite NPCs that you've only ever maybe heard speak 2 or 3 times was the dwarf city guard in High Rock that had a really high pitched voice.
I forgot about it.
Yeah, he was my favorite just because it made you so mad.
That was so great.
Yeah,
was
everyone was like, "Oh, what's this dwarf voice going to be?" And then I just totally pulled the rug out from
Well, yeah,
under you on it.
this in this mailbag episode, I just clarified why I like dwarves because
Exactly.
they're all kind of this way. And this guy was like, "Come with me."
Yeah, it's like,
A Mickey Mouse dwarf.
were you guys in the mountain? Yeah. That dude was.
You're wrong.
Yeah, that was super fun. I love that guy. And favorite part of the world, you've only been to one country, or one continent, so that really limits it. But what was your guys' favorite place you've been or thing you've done so far?
Halloween episode.
Oh, that
Bay of
was
Souls.
good.
That was great.
Just
Gosh,
that
that was a
whole
great
area was
episode.
so much fun, and I
Yeah.
had so many Halloween vibes when we were there.
It was so funny too. We were just on our game that night.
Yeah, that was really fun. Okay, I really like. We haven't been there, but I really like Vorsted.
You've
Yeah.
never
Can I include?
Well,
can I include
he-
that? My character's been there.
Yeah,
and
and-
I know the history and the way that all the different clans work together, and so I love all the lore that's.
Yeah, there is an extensive amount of lore and history about that area that only Josh knows because he would have the most knowledge out of the 4 players. So I gave him that information before we started, and to be honest, it's one of my favorite places too, even though you guys have never been there. Sherwood, you got a favorite?
The Wild.
Oh, the Wildlands? Or just
No, just
the
anywhere
forest?
outside of the town.
Oh.
I like that.
The banana leaf?
Yeah. Not constricted to the town.
But seriously, you've made a lot of cool places, man.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. Last,
Hi, I haven't answered.
I'm sorry, I thought you said the Halloween episode. Kelsey, what's your favorite thing?
The Halloween episode. No, I'm kidding.
It's oak. You break your wrist.
I actually really like High Rock. I guess that's probably shown by how much time I want to spend there and all the things I wanted to do.
We
But
have spent over half the show
And
there.
there's tons of shops.
Right.
So really, by saying High Rock, you're including Make It So. You're
right,
including
and I'm the
Saturn
talky
and
character.
stuff.
I
Yeah.
like to talk to people, and there's lots of people to talk to
Yep.
that aren't Sherwood.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
sounds
Sherwood
terrible.
just gets terrified.
so pretty much the opposite answer of Sherwood.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, last question. This is for everybody. If you had to recast the show by switching up the roles, who would play who? Or, I'm sorry. Who would you play and who would play your character? And this comes to us on Twitter, at Uncle Moose PhD. Danny,
Oh man,
if you had to recast the show, you're playing someone else and someone had to play Akio. Who would it be?
All the same characters. Still?
Yeah, same characters.
All the same characters, just characters. So I couldn't be like, I want to be DM and Reach play Keo.
No, you can do that if you want. I know you would never want to be DM, but
Yeah, there's certain DM elements that appeal to me, but I could never handle the whole thing. I would want to play Sherwood. And I think actually just doing a hot swap.
That's my answer too. Let's do it.
That would be super
That
fun.
makes sense.
Does make a lot of sense.
Sorry.
No.
We have the coolest characters.
I would pick Sherwood. I would want to be Sherwood just because I would actually heal my team.
Oh, now it's like a knock on the on the person. Like, I would do a better job.
you show them how it's done.
I changed my mind.
I'd be way less fun. But
I'd be Greg and stick a knife in myself right away.
and murder myself.
Shave my beard.
I'd pick Kelsey to play Greg if I could pick another person to play Greg.
Why do you?
Other
pick
than
her?
I'm prettier than you.
No, I'd be interested to see like what she would do with because I've only ever seen her play like somewhat support characters.
Oh,
I'd be interested to see her play like a heavy tank type character that has to be in the middle of the action.
oh, okay, that's cool. Kelsey.
I would want Reed to play me because he can out-talk any of you.
It's true.
And we would not get into hot water because he would take control of the situation. And I would want to play Greg because it would be really easy. You just talk with a low voice, say whatever you want, and throw some
Wow.
hammers. And
Wow.
everybody loves you.
I take back my answer,
no,
Reed.
no.
I want you to
No.
be Greg because you would play Greg well.
Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. You throw hammers. You get to say whatever you want, and people love you.
You make it sound so easy.
And I would keep the group exactly the way you are.
Stop. You just want to keep your DM spot.
And that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks, everyone, for listening and for writing in. Seriously, we got just dozens of questions and letters written to us. Super appreciate everyone listening. We hope you enjoyed this little bit of insight into us as people, us as players, why we do what we do in the game, and hope you enjoyed it. So that's going to do it for this bonus episode. Let's go around the table. We got
Akio.
Renna.
Mike.
And Greg.
threw the whole thing off balance.
I don't know what to do.
And I'm Reed, your host.
Josh. Blur.
And I'm Josh.
Get your germs!
Stroke.
You gotta leave this in.
No, this is absolute nonsense.
Yes.
No one wants to hear this.
Yes, they do. They want to hear Josh
This
go.
is only
Josh.
All right, I do need to put a bow on this, unfortunately. And I'm Reed, your host and DM for this adventure. Thanks, everyone, for listening.
Josh is Greg, and I was like, man, cheers.